Welcome back. I am Victory Amma, and today we'll be talking about this segment. We're talking about Kwara State Governor and how he has been accused of wasting 2 billion naira on foreign trips. Honorable Eli, please can you shed more light on this?
Yes, like I've always said, each time I am privileged to talk, our leadership is just a very big disappointment. If the PDP are shouting about a governor spending over 2 billion in 9 months of the year, beginning of the year, just within 9 months, on foreign trips, and now they are saying it has not brought any investment, you can imagine what a 9 billion or 2 billion would have done in the state if half of it was injected or put into local production. Talk of agriculture. Kwara State has a lot of things that they can do that will assist the people of the state and at large Nigeria. You are wasting 2 billion traveling out, on foreign trips with you and your aides, not bringing any dividends to the state, and not to talk of the country. I think it's quite an unfortunate.
And it's not adding anything. It's not bringing back anything. Yes.
And we're talking of a state where the civil servants, the highest they aim is between 75 and 70 to 75,000 per month, which cannot do anything for them. But you see, the 70 to 75,000 naira could still be very useful if you encourage more of agriculture and then take care of security. Now, people are not afraid of going to farm, and they farm, and there's a lot. Because the truth is this, if we have more produce from the farm, the price will generally step down.
To go down.
And now, so the money you pay the civil servant can now be a bit useful to them.
That's true.
Now you are busy traveling, wasting this money when you have things to do locally is rather unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Pastor Kingsley, please can you shed more light on this?
Have you ever heard that the governor of Massachusetts came to Nigeria for a visit?
No.
Or the governor of New York, or the governor of Florida? You don't hear those things. It's only our governors that you see them doing round tripping, visiting all these places and all that stuff. But that's just by the wayside, as far as I'm concerned. In politics, there's what you call opposition, right? The problem I have with the opposition is that they don't take a good stand. And that's why I normally say that in Nigerian or African politics, people are always arguing that you stole more than me. They are not saying that I developed better than you do. The reason they try to criticize the other person is that
the person did more.
You stole more than me. You are stealing more than me.
Instead of stealing is bad.
Exactly. Instead of stealing is bad. Thank you. Instead of stealing is bad. Let the PDP itself name their own good things that they've done in Kwara State. As much as I criticize spending Kwara money on frivolous trips that don't bring in anything to the state, the PDP said they should form there should be a formidable opposition, not an opposition that is just talking about you spend on trip. If they too are given the opportunity,
they will spend
more.
So are you saying that it's okay for a governor to be wasting?
But you already heard me balance it. I said, have you ever heard of the governor of Texas region in America coming to Nigeria? No. To come and do what?
Because they have a lot of things to do with
their
in their state,
yes,
to better the life of their people.
So what I'm trying to say is that the opposition should be formidable and should be good in their opposition, not frivolous opposition. What are the developmental strides? Because I heard that the state have gone backward more than what it used to be. Do you understand?
That means I am not a PDP person.
Yes.
Let's underline that.
Yes.
That means the PDP people who are crying now did better because they were in power before this.
Yeah, they did better.
And if you can now say, if you now agree that the state had gone backward instead of going forward, that means the PDP have something to say.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't have anything to say. You are not getting me right on all fronts. What I'm saying is that they should have a better opposition than just the governor is traveling and I've spent 2 billion. Hold on, let me finish. Him spending 2 billion is in his prerogative. Now, the opposition in the state should come out and tell us what he's doing what he's not doing that he's supposed to have done. Developmental strides.
Okay, so they should not mention the 2 billion. They should talk about what he's doing that he has not done.
Yes. Do you understand? How the state should have moved.
With that.
Well, what he's saying is, but you see, the PDP, the opposition is aware of what the state is getting and generating as internally regenerated and what the federal is giving onto the state. And then, saying that the state is not doing anything with this fund, instead wasting it on foreign trips, it's rather unfortunate, like I keep saying. We have states in Nigeria, like when Peter Obi was governor of Anambra State, we saw how Anambra State was. We saw what he was able to do, how he's able to bring up ideas and put in what he would have wasted in buying foreign vehicles, in traveling abroad, and he was able to develop, encourage agriculture. I keep talking about agriculture because each and every one of us, whatever we do, food matters a lot.
That's true.
All right? When the people are no longer hungry and then the roads are getting good and then the security is getting good, that is development. We're talking about the present governor of Niger State. When they had flood and we had food crisis because of inflation, he was able to give to federal, donate to federal tons of grains, all right, food to the federal and then to Borno State. So what are we saying? If the PDP have identified and the sitting governor is not denying wastage, I think it's a way of checkmating people in their offices. Then the state governor should stop, because if in 9 months you spend 2 billion, we can imagine what you will spend.
You see, one of the things
and
we
then
need to know.
You could look into it that if 2 billion was used in the state for maybe health, maybe education, maybe agriculture, what impact it would have
made.
You see, one of the things we need to know, and the governors also need to know. I feel, apart from the federal structure that we operate, where the center is more stronger than the states, the state has a lot of blame. The state must come to the realization that the funds that are allocated to the state doesn't belong to the governor.
To the governor.
See, that's one of the things we need to know in this democracy. It doesn't belong to the governor. The governor doesn't have the power to move funds around. They use funds for their parties. They use funds for their personal self. They use funds for anything they want to use for at their own prerogative. For example, I saw on the news, I'm a pastor and I'm proud to be a pastor.
Yes.
Do you understand? And I take that as sacrosanct. Do you understand? Now, number one, I saw Akwa Ibom and so many other states are always having Christmas party. I don't have any problem with them having Christmas party, but they should tell us the source of funding for this Christmas party.
And then the advantage to the state after the Christmas.
Exactly. Yes. Because you see, we all hide behind prayers, this one, Christianity, Islam, to perpetuate evil. Do you understand? As state governors. I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Tying road, you don't need to pray to tar road. You don't need to pray to make the economy of the state better.
Prayer does not put food on the table of the
state. Do you understand? You see, after you have prayed, what prayer gives you? It gives you inspiration to act.
That's true.
It gives you ideas to make sure you act well and act on behalf of the people. But we just say, praising God. Listen, but the hospitals are bad. They are not even there in some cases. The schools are empty. No benches, no teachers. You are not paying the salaries. Now, the Akwa Ibom State Governor has said they are not going to pay, agreed, I think 75,000 naira, that they are going to pay only 13 months, that they will start the implementation in January. Meanwhile, they have money to do other frivolous things.
And they have money to celebrate.
The same way in Plateau State.
So what are we celebrating?
What are we celebrating? Do you understand? Yes. So after we have prayed, you leave the people's stomach empty.
In addition to this, it has to do with our system and our constitution. There's no single governor that was never traveling out with his personal money before he became governor. And then the volume or the number of times they travel out on medicals and personal before they become governor usually used to be minimal.
Yes.
The moment they enter the public office and they, like you already said, they have allocation coming in every month, they now look for every excuse to travel out.
So what are his reasons for the traveling?
Can I come in again? You see, the Israelites don't hardly go to any country, the Chinese. They don't go to any country wanting you to come and do anything for them. Rather, if they come to your country, they are coming there to bring that which they have developed locally. They bring prisoners from China coming into our country here to do our roles, to handle our quarries. Why? Because local production was encouraged. Let there be a law that will stop our public office holders from going outside. Look internally. Once you have exhausted what you can do within your locality first,
before you go
because
outside.
As far as I'm concerned, Nigeria have more than enough to develop more than any foreign person can come to assist you to develop.
Have you ever heard that the president of America, whoever it is, when he's going on vacation, he goes to Europe? No. If Trump is going on vacation, he goes to Mar-a-Lago, his personal house.
Because they've developed their place.
Have you ever heard that the vacation Tinubu went to the other day? Where did he go to? He went to France.
Yes.
You see?
Will the French ambassador or French, even will the president of France come to Nigeria for vacation? No. Will he come to Nigeria? Why?
And you won't say you finished going to every location in Nigeria.
Why is Kwara in prison today in London?
He went for medical kidney transplant.
If he had used his office to have created hospitals and encouraged beautiful equipment and doctors here locally, will he have been in that problem?
He wouldn't have.
What is the Kwara State Governor going? Old man, what is he traveling to do? Always in 9 months, 2 billion. You know what 2 billion would have done if put into health sector or into agriculture or into education, something. Yes. So I think there should be a way of checkmating excesses in governance.
Look, I've always said it time and time again. The governors are the problem of Nigeria until they are checkmated and until they have a full separation of power between the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature in state and even at the federal level. There's going to be a problem. The process to which either the president or the governors pockets the legislative arm of government, right, and now decide of who becomes president of Senate or speaker of the House or speaker of House of Assembly, there's going to be a problem and a big problem.
Because there won't be opposition, there will be checkmating,
yes.
There will be control.
There must be a full opposition.
And then,
you know, so those are the things we are looking at. The governor can't just stand up and say, I'm out of the state for 3 months. You can't do that. And where are you? You are in London getting medical.
You are using state money. The state assembly should know how much you are going with, and if it's important to your trip, what you are going for.
What are you going
for?
If
it's not important, they
will say no, don't go.
So that until I keep saying.
But there is no state assembly that can dare a governor. There is none. There is no state assembly, quote me, that can dare a governor and say this thing won't pass.
Do you know the reason?
Hunger.
INEC. When you don't allow election to hold the way it should hold, and when you don't allow the right people in office, when you are the governor and you pick me, you pick her, you pick everybody you want to occupy offices, how can we challenge you? How can we challenge your authority? That is just broke. So our system had to be worked on.
Yes, I agree with that.
Did you see? I just wanted to pump you about something. Did you see over the weekend they said the INEC president was dead? There was
INEC chairman.
Yeah, INEC chairman. There was some kind of jubilation.
Okay, no.
And it reminded me of Abacha's issues.
Why would they be jubilating over you? I'm so sorry we have come to
he brought up a very beautiful...
no, I think our time is
up. We'll continue talking about
I'm sure in the next topic we should talk about Mahmoud. Why a lot of people want him dead.
Of course,
thank you very much for viewing. We'll be right back.